So let's go over the most common bar chords you're probably going to use and where the root notes are on them. So we have 5 chord shapes, you're probably the most common ones that you're going to use are probably going to be the E shape, the A shape, and the C shape. So you're familiar with all those. So let's do it right here. A. Okay. So when we play the E shape, where are our root notes? Well, the low E string, so the 6th string. There are root notes also on the D string, but typically when you play, you're not going to look for the root on that string. It could, because it's easier to do it on the 6th string. It's closer to you. You can see the fret really easily. Okay, so if you want to play the A chord in the E shape, you're going to look and be like, oh, here's the 5th fret, right? So, and since you can't really see the whole neck, it's easier to look on the side. So that's the closest string here. Okay, so there's your root note with the E bar chord shape. So you find the root that you want to, or the root of the chord that you want to play on the E string. So G is here on the 3rd fret, A is here on the 5th fret, B is here on the 7th fret, right? 3, 5, 7. Okay, so that's one that you're going to use. The other one is, now you can also the minor form of it, right? So E and then E minor. So A major, A minor. I don't know if you practiced that, but it helps to put because you're taking your middle finger off to play the minor. It helps sometimes to put the middle finger on top of the index finger to put pressure on it and make the shape more solid. Something you have to practice. And then the other one is A. Okay, so let's play it up here. Okay, now I don't really typically play it like this. I used to. A lot of people play it like this. You know, it's hard. You have to have like a low action and nice light strings to be able to do it really well. And you're sort of like barring the D, G, and B string with your ring finger. It's kind of weird. You don't have to play it like that. You can play it like this with the typical A shape with the 1, 2, 3. Okay, I hope you can see this. I don't know. So the root note there, if we play the A chord, our A is on the 5th string. Okay, on the A string. So anytime you want to find the chord to play in this shape, the A shape, you just find your root on the 5th string. So say we want to play C. In the A shape, we find the C note on the A string. On the 5th string, there's C. So now we know that that is C. We want to play C in the E shape. We know that our root has to be on the 6th string. So we find C on the 6th string, which is here. And then we can play C in the so here's your C in the A shape, because our root is here. And then here for E. Okay? The other shape you're going to probably use that works well with the E and the A shape, because it's in this, you'll see. Say, let's do this. Say we play, and then A, which is the 4th of E, confuse you really, but what I'm saying is these shapes work together as the little 1-4-5. And then your E, I'm sorry, your C. I'll stop saying letters. You're typically going to play, you're probably not going to use this shape for the C bar chord, and it's not really a bar chord, it's just a closed position C, but it's one that's really cool. You're probably not going to play this as much as you will play a seventh of it, the seventh form. So you play C, you know how to play C seventh, that shape you can move up. And your root is also on the 5th string, except the chord is built that way, right? So like it's the bottom of the chord. Okay, so that is, now I don't know my notes very well on the A string, but C, D, and E. So if you have E on the A string, I hope this is not a confusing video, I might have to delete it. That's your E 7th, because your root is right here, which is on the 5th string, and it's E. Okay? So to relate that to the A shape, the root for the A shape is also on the 5th string, but it's at the top of the chord shape. So do you see that? So the root is the same on both shapes. It's just in the A shape, it's on the top where the bar is, and here it's on the bottom in the C shape, or the C7 shape. And to make it even more confusing, not to make it more confusing, but your A bar chord, your A shaped bar chord, you could also do the minor version of that with your root also on the 5th string, okay, wherever you want. So, A minor. The root is still on the 5th string, on the same. Okay, so that's, let's go back to the C in the A shape. C minor. C major, C minor. In the A major shape and the A minor shape. Okay, this is probably super confusing. I'll delete it if I have to. Okay.